Hello and welcome everyone. So this time I'm taking follicular carcinoma thyroid, and it is seen in 5 to 15% of the thyroid tumors. It is less common than the papillary carcinoma thyroid, commonly seen in the females of the elderly age group and seen in the areas of iodine deficiency. Now clinically presents as a solitary thyroid nodule, and grossly on the cut section we can see a tan to brown mass, which is in the form of a well encapsulated nodule. And it is very important to inspect the capsule in case of a follicular tumor, because of follicular neoplasm, because it is differentiated from follicular adenoma on the basis of capsular invasion. So capsular invasion is one of the criterias to differentiate follicular carcinoma from follicular adenoma. And the second criteria is vascular invasion. So while the grossing in a suspected case of follicular neoplasm, it is very important to inspect the capsule and take section from all the possible areas. So now in the microscopy, the 2 points that sets this follicular carcinoma thyroid apart from follicular adenoma are capsular invasion and vascular invasion. So in the microscopy, we have to keep 2-3 points in view when we draw the diagram of follicular carcinoma thyroid. So first you need to know how you draw the normal thyroid follicles. So I also told you in the last video, when we draw the normal thyroid follicles, we draw the basement membrane and lined by the cuboidal cells, and then it is filled with the colloid. When we draw a follicular tumor, then sometimes the normal thyroid tissue is compressed and it gives this ovoid appearance. So these are the compressed and normal thyroid follicles. Then neoplastic follicles, they are also similar to the normal thyroid follicles. So they can be smaller in size than the normal thyroid follicles. In that case, they are known as microfollicles. So in follicular carcinoma, commonly microfollicles are seen. Then they can also be larger in size, known as macrofollicles, or normal in size, known as normofollicles. So any pattern can be seen. So I have drawn microfollicles in my diagram. They are again lined by the cells which are similar to the normal thyroid follicles. They are cuboidal in appearance and they are normal looking. Generally atypia is not seen. Then some are filled with colloid, and some colloid may be missing. Now lastly, the most important aspect when we draw the diagram of follicular carcinoma are capsular invasion and vascular invasion. So these are the two criteria that are used to distinguish follicular carcinoma from follicular adenoma. So either capsular invasion should be there or vascular invasion or both to diagnose a case as follicular carcinoma thyroid. So how do you draw of capsular invasion? So there has to be a capsule. Capsule is made up of the fibrous tissue. So fibroblast, they are spindle shaped cells with pointed ends having a elongated spindle shaped nucleus. So we make this fibrous capsule. Then we make tumor made up of microfollicles or macro or normofollicles, but I have drawn microfollicles. So microfollicles, they are proliferating and they are forming these tumor, and this tumor is breaching this capsule through and through, and then it is coming out of this capsule. So this is when it is called as capsular invasion. So it should breach the capsule and come out of it. Sometimes it shows this mushrooming type of growth. So tumor reaching beyond the capsule is known as capsular invasion. So this is how you make the capsular invasion. The second important thing is vascular invasion. So you have to draw a blood vessel. So in follicular carcinoma thyroid, the vascular invasion is more commonly seen than the lymphatic. So lymphatic is seen in papillary carcinoma thyroid and vascular invasion is seen in follicular carcinoma thyroid. So you draw a blood vessel. So you draw a basement membrane. Then you draw the endothelial cells. Again, they are spindle shaped cells and they have elongated nucleus. And inside the lumen of the blood vessel, you make these neoplastic follicles along with fibrin thrombus. So this is how a vascular invasion is seen. Also, you can make the neoplastic follicles which are clinging to the endothelial lining, and again it is lined by the endothelial cells. So anyways you can make, so this one is easy. You just draw the neoplastic follicles along with the fibrin thrombi. So this is how you make the vascular invasion. So now after knowing all these points, it is easy to make the diagram of follicular carcinoma thyroid. So let's make it. So first you draw the capsule. So you make the capsule, and I have left the space in between to show the capsular breach. So if you don't show the capsular breach and vascular invasion, then the diagram will be that of follicular adenoma. So here I leave the space for the capsular breach. I have made this blood vessel to show the vascular invasion. This oval structure is a blood vessel. So now we make the nucleus, and in the end the nuclei in the blood vessel. Now we make the tumor. So we just have to make the microfollicles. So numerous follicles you have to make. So this is the new microfollicles which are proliferating and lined by these cells. So nuclear ATP is generally not seen. So you just make these nuclei which are bland appearing. So this is how you make the tumor. Now the tumor, it is breaching this capsule, and it is showing a mushrooming type of growth and coming out of the capsule, reaching beyond the capsule. And in the blood vessel you have made the neoplastic follicles along with the fibrin thrombi. So even if you don't make the vascular invasion, still it will be a diagram of follicular carcinoma thyroid. So now in some follicles you make the colloid, in some you can skip filling with the colloid. Lastly, we make the normal thyroid follicles, which is separated from this tumor by this fibrous capsule. And some of these normal follicles, they are compressed, and they have taken this ovoid shape because they are compressed by the tumor. So again you make the nuclei, cuboidal cells which are bland appearing. Fill it with colloid. Here you can fill all of them with colloid. So this is a normal thyroid. So in the last we do the labeling. So we label the normal thyroid tissue, then the fibrous capsule, then you can label the vascular invasion, then the tumor. You can write microfollicles and the capsular invasion, very importantly. So the capsular invasion and vascular invasion, these 2 points you always remember. So this will differentiate follicular carcinoma thyroid from the follicular adenoma. And you should also know one point, that by fine needle aspiration cytology we cannot differentiate follicular carcinoma thyroid from follicular adenoma, because that cannot demonstrate the capsular invasion. So these were the important points. I just covered the important points for follicular carcinoma thyroid microscopy, and comments are most welcome in the your comments and feedback are most welcome. Thank you very much.